When the mother of two children parked a trailer behind her home, neighbors complained that strange men and women were coming and going at all hours of the day. However, when police went to investigate, nothing could prepare them for what they found. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Dailydose, like, and share this video with your friends. Residents of Putnam Street in Waynesville, North Carolina, would typically describe their neighborhood as a quiet and relatively safe one. So when Barbara Diane Gray and her two small children moved in next door, they believed she was looking for a nice area to raise her family. Of course, suspicions arose when the woman hooked up a travel trailer in her backyard. A short time later, neighbors began to notice random men and women driving up to the woman's home and heading to the trailer parked in the back. Thinking that their new neighbor was selling illegal drugs, the neighbors complained to the local police. What they later uncovered was even more disturbing than they originally suspected. WLOS reports that 42-year-old Barbara Gray was running her own private prostitution ring out of her backyard just feet away from her young children, a boy and a girl. According to investigators, Gray would invite customers into her trailer, offering her services while the little ones remained unattended in the house. Investigators initially prepared for a drug bust, believing that Gray was dealing with illegal substances out of the trailer. However, the mission changed when officers discovered that she was selling sexual favors instead. Neighbors were shocked that the mother next door was running a prostitution ring from her backyard, but admit that they knew something illegal was occurring. They're thankful that the police were able to catch Gray before something terrible happened to any of the children in the area. And I got a bunch of little grandkids, that come over here all the time, visit me. Yeah, it's an awful thing. It's an awful thing, Rachel Colston said. Usually they just laid low. Only thing I ever really heard over there is the little boy playing drums a lot, Roy Shumpert said. Colston explained that she thought it was odd for a mother with two young children to hook up a trailer in their backyard. However, her suspicions grew when she began witnessing people going in and out of the trailer at strange hours. Men and women, she says, sometimes after 11:30, 12 o'clock when I get home. Gray was arrested and charged with felony solicitation for prostitution, as well as using her private residence for the purpose of prostitution. She was taken to Haywood County Detention Center, but posted a $5,000 bond while awaiting her hearing, according to Fox News. Fortunately, the Department of Social Services became involved after the police notified them of the children under Gray's care. It is unknown if she is even related to the young boy and girl, but she is assumed to be their mother. Oftentimes, we disparage nosy neighbors for disturbing the peace and causing unnecessary annoyance. However, if not for local residents poking their nose into Gray's business, who knows what might have happened to her or the children? Thankfully, Gray's neighbors were attentive enough to know that something out of the ordinary was more than just bizarre behavior. Because of their watchful eye, their neighborhood and their children are safer. The discovery of Barbara Gray's activities has highlighted the critical role that community vigilance can play in ensuring the safety and well-being of children and vulnerable individuals. The quiet vigilance of Gray's neighbors, though initially perceived as nosiness, ultimately led to the uncovering of a deeply troubling situation. It serves as a potent reminder that sometimes looking out for one another can make all the difference in preventing harm and ensuring justice. The shockwaves from this incident rippled through the community, prompting discussions about the importance of being alert to unusual activities and the need for community members to work together to maintain a safe environment. While no one could have predicted the extent of Gray's illegal activities, the neighbors' instincts to report suspicious behavior were validated in the most unfortunate of ways. This case also brought to light the complexities involved in such situations. The presence of Gray's two young children added a layer of urgency and concern. Authorities had to ensure that the children were safe and received the appropriate care and support. The involvement of the Department of Social Services was a necessary step to protect the children from further harm and to assess their living conditions. For the residents of Putnam Street, the incident was a wake-up call. It underscored the importance of community solidarity and the need to support each other in times of crisis. Many neighbors expressed relief that the situation was addressed before it could escalate further. The notion of a mother engaging in such activities while her children were nearby was particularly disturbing for those with families of their own. Community leaders and law enforcement officials took the opportunity to reinforce the message that everyone has a role to play in maintaining a safe neighborhood. They encouraged residents to report any suspicious activities, emphasizing that such actions could prevent crimes and protect vulnerable individuals. The collaboration between the community and law enforcement was crucial in resolving this case and ensuring the safety of all involved. In the aftermath of Gray's arrest, local organizations and support services stepped in to provide assistance to the affected children and to address the community's concerns. Counseling and support were offered to those who may have been impacted by the revelation of such activities in their neighborhood. Efforts were made to restore a sense of normalcy and to reassure residents that their community remained a safe place to live. The story of Barbara Gray serves as a poignant example of how hidden dangers can lurk in seemingly ordinary places. It is a reminder that vigilance and community support are essential in safeguarding our neighborhoods. While this incident was undoubtedly shocking and unsettling, it also demonstrated the power of collective action and the importance of looking out for one another. As the community of Waynesville continues to heal from this disturbing revelation, there is a renewed commitment to fostering a safe and supportive environment for all residents. The vigilance of Gray's neighbors, combined with the swift response from law enforcement, ensured that a potentially dangerous situation was addressed and resolved. Their actions highlight the profound impact that a watchful and caring community can have in protecting its members and upholding justice. In the end, the unsettling discovery of a prostitution ring operating just feet away from children's play areas and family homes was a stark reminder of the unexpected dangers that can exist in our communities. However, it also showcased the resilience and dedication of a community determined to protect its own. The residents of Putnam Street can take solace in knowing that their vigilance and willingness to take action have made their neighborhood a safer place for everyone.